by request from our Craving Cinematics family in India, a Bollywood review for you. Good afternoon, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Donathan.
And we
are Craving Cinematics.
Well, we have mentioned, if you've watched any of our movie trailer Sundays from this past week, we have been so overly blessed from people, especially in India this week, but still Mexico's chiming in on Coco, which, it just makes me so happy. But this week has really been India week. We have been asked by, I've lost count, many of you to do a bunch of reviews on Bollywood films and Indian films that have been strictly made, produced, acted by you guys in India. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I am a little untickle. Please forgive me. But anyway, so we decided to last night sit down and watch an Indian film, and it's called Dangal. And wow, we just fell in love with it. I'm just going to spit that out right now. You know, I'm just in love with this movie. What do you think, Donathan?
Well, to be honest, when it was first suggested, I thought, okay, we could do this. It looks like a lot of fun. And then I brought it up and saw that it was 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 36 seconds. Now, for me...
36 seconds.
True. But for me, a movie that long with subtitles, I thought, well, this is going to be a little draining, to be honest. And we brought it up from the opening to just the credits for the production company.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. It kept us both enthralled throughout the entire movie. I didn't know that 2 hours and 40 minutes and 36 seconds went by as fast as it did.
I didn't either.
And the subtitles, after the first 10 minutes, it became second nature. You were just that enthralled in the movie.
You almost didn't need the subtitles.
I know.
Just because the acting in this is, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It is absolutely phenomenal. And you could tell through the actors' bodies and their voices and their facial expression, you know, what they were saying pretty much at all times.
Right.
And
it's just such a beautiful movie about family and about a father who goes to the ends of the earth for his daughters. Yes, it's about, in the beginning, fulfilling his dream, but it evolves into something much larger than themselves, and it was absolutely amazing. And I have to say, the cinematics was awesome, but what really got me was the music. The music was inspiring, it was courageous, and then there was music that was heartfelt and just absolutely beautiful.
yeah, there were tears in both of our eyes through some of the songs.
I was trying to read the subtitles during the songs, and I thought, no, this is taking away from the song itself. So I just stopped reading and just listened. And my heart was almost jumping out of my chest. It was so beautiful. The other thing I really liked about it as well is the transition over time. Looking at the father and how, not just his acting, but how his body changed over that period of time.
Yeah.
It's like it
was very subtle.
Very
like it was
subtle.
There.
Yeah, then came the finale to the movie. Now, Kelly and I had both noticed part of the way through the movie that a specific thing was said, and we said, okay, this is going to be in the finale. It was very subtle, but we knew it.
Yeah.
And usually that kind of predictability, kind of really degrades the movie in somewhat. Not this one. Because I found myself anxious to see it. It gets to the finale.
It has to do with the number
5. I was on the edge of my seat during that entire scene.
I've got goosebumps just thinking about it.
Now,
I get goosebumps a lot.
We don't do spoilers, and so that's the reason why we're being very ambiguous about this. But I have to admit, this film really has opened my eyes to a lot of different things. Not just the culture, though, which the culture is beautiful, but to realize it's all about family and what the end goal ended up being. Going against tradition, going against so many, coming against so many odds, and them actually accomplishing it. Then I knew this was based on a true story, but at the end of the movie, them giving the details as to what happened after the movie.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, that was so special.
So what was the most poignant part of the movie for you?
For me, it was the father begging. Standing there before the officials, begging for his daughters.
Oh,
the tears in his eyes, and you could feel that emotion, because me as a father felt it, and I would do the same thing. Yes, he went to great lengths for his daughters. It seemed like he was a tyrant at first, but the daughters finally realized, no, he's not. He loves you that much. And then to see him standing there begging, oh, it was breaking my heart. And it's just, I have never had a movie do that to me as a father, period. Because I've been in situations like that before, but I haven't had a movie like this in a long, long time to move me as much as this one did. What about you?
For me, the most poignant part of the movie, well, there's several very poignant parts, but I think the one that sticks out to me the most is when his daughters go to a wedding, and it's a young 14-year-old girl who is in an arranged wedding, marriage. She's getting married, and the father comes in, kind of breaks it up a little bit. The two daughters are embarrassed, and they're sitting in a room with this bride, and they're just complaining. They're like, he's a tyrant, he's so mean, he's taken away our childhood, he doesn't care, he's embarrassed as he's cut our hair, he puts us out there, we're called boys now, and da-da-da-da-da. And the girl who's getting married is sitting there with her eyes tearing up and said, I don't see that at all. I see a father who sticks up for you. I see a father who cares about you. I see a father who has put you first.
Yeah, and willing to give you a life.
And is willing to give you a life instead of just what is normally set aside for us. And to me, and then the realization of these two daughters, hearing her say that, it kind of both struck them at the same time. And the realization crossing their faces, just, that was the change in the movie for me.
Yes.
That's where the movie kind of shifted and changed, and it was beautiful. Yes, there's a lot of arranged marriages. Not just in India, but all in different cultures around the world. Many of them work. I don't know who my parents would have found to be able to put up with me. God love this man for doing so. But, the father in this went against what your culture is, India. He totally went against the tradition and fought and fought and fought for his daughters to become successful. And, in the end,
right,
the dream was realized.
The other thing about this movie, for me, that makes it so special is there's the whole gambit of emotions in it.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny. Oh my goodness, it was funny. And then it was heartfelt and touching and dramatic and
Action.
a lot of action. But the thing is, the emotions I went through is laughter. I was feeling good, to, you know, being curious as to what was going on, then feeling the heartache, and then feeling the inspiration, and then the anger.
Yeah.
At the end.
How do you say that again?
The anger. It made me angry. But that's what you want a movie to do, is to feel all these emotions. And the story is so well told and so well acted.
Well,
It's just,
the story is complete.
yes.
There are no holes in it.
No.
There was nothing that they said, okay, this is making the movie too long, let's cut it out. Because I think if anything had been cut out, it just would not have been a complete, it would not have worked.
No.
And I think that, you know, because of the action, because of the writing, because of the storytelling, because of the acting, because of the cinematography, because of everything, it made 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 36 seconds, you know, more than worthwhile to sit and watch. And I really think that other areas of the world that create movies need to take a lesson. Take a lesson from this movie and from Bollywood specifically, in that if you're going to keep people coming to the movie theaters, if you're going to keep people paying, you need to make stuff that is really good and that you would want your family to go see, and not this stuff that is just thrown together, not these money grabbing things.
I agree.
No, that's not what movies are about.
No.
And people are getting more refined, I believe, in that fact, is that they want to see, if they're going to pay this money, they want to see something good. And out of Hollywood, not as many good, worthwhile movies coming out.
I agree. And I am so thankful, both of us are, for you guys suggesting this movie. And something else, because of the music and the subtitles and everything, the song Dangal was, I didn't know what the word meant until I saw the subtitles in the song, which was wrestler. So, yeah, that makes sense. And the other thing I really loved about this movie too, believe it or not, was the movie poster.
I was getting ready to say that. You took that from me. I was waiting for a break to. Okay, go ahead and tell. Me too.
You go right ahead.
No. You started it, baby. Go ahead.
Okay. Is that the father was seen with all 4 actresses who portrayed his 2 daughters.
As the younger daughters and then the older daughters.
Yeah. And it was amazing. All of these actors are superb.
Those young girls.
Those young girls were
the older ones too. Don't mean to leave y'all out, but wow.
But I mean,
the father, and the mother.
The mother's so good.
You don't see the mother very much. Mm-mm. She doesn't say but maybe 20 words in the whole movie. But she is.
She's a presence in it. The other thing too that I really loved about it was how, how they say it takes a village to raise a child?
Yes.
Apparently it takes a village to have a child. It was so funny.
That was hilarious.
And
that was hilarious.
The point where the father's sitting waiting for his child to be born, and the village had gathered around to take credit.
But you know what that shows is that they are all family.
Yes.
They all care about each other, and they care about what happens to one another.
Yes.
So, beautiful film. Beautiful film. There's been several movies, Indian movies, that have been recommended to us by you guys. We are going through it. We're getting set up through the course of, time. we will occasionally throw one in there because we have, so many movies and stuff that we have to see.
Yeah.
But trust me when I say that they will be seen.
Yeah.
And they will be reviewed, and they are already, if any of them are anything like this movie, are already greatly appreciated. And evidently this movie is the highest grossing movie.
Really?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. That I did not know.
And the trailers for this are the highest grossing, most watched.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact,
or was it
no,
the tiger one?
Well,
the tiger.
But they're all of them that I had seen.
Yeah.
Going
sorry,
through these.
I got my facts mixed up.
But going through all of them, I mean, this movie was done in 2016, and we have no problem looking at trailers from past movies. I mean, this is how we learn, and this is how we really, we're here to have fun. We're here to have fun with you guys. So yeah, but one of the questions I want to have to ask you though.
Me?
Yes.
Or them?
No.
Me.
Her.
Me. Oh, what?
Out of 10, what would you rate this movie?
10. First movie that we've reviewed that I've given a 10 to.
And absolutely right.
Oh, I don't even have to think about it.
I've given a 10 to only one other movie, and that was Coco. And
I gave it a 9.5.
She gave it a 9.5.
And I really could change it to a 10.
And it was for the predictability.
Yeah, it was.
It's a very nitpicky type thing.
Yeah.
But the predictability in that was much more prominent than it is in this one. But I agree, a 10 out of 10. And if this is any indication of the movies coming out of Bollywood, count me a fan, because I'm going to be watching a lot of these.
And then likewise, stories coming out of Mexico.
Out of Mexico, yeah.
And other countries, please.
Exactly.
We're not limited to Mexico and India. We are loving our brothers and sisters that we are making in both of these countries. We have big hearts, and we are willing to expand. So if there are other foreign movies... Oh, I thought you were laughing at me.
No, I was agreeing with you.
Gritting big grins. Okay. Please recommend them to us. Let us know. We are really starting to enjoy the foreign market.
So much.
I've never really appreciated it before until these two movies.
And we're all about family, and we just feel that we're growing our family beyond our imagination.
No, we don't mean that to sound corny.
We really mean it.
We do mean that. And if I had all of your all's addresses, I'd send each and every one of you a Christmas card.
But if you do send your address, make sure you private message, not on the public.
But please feel free to.
Yeah. Well, I'm Donathan.
And I'm Kelly.
And we are Craving Cinematics.